and gentlemen, hi, don't peace and love, it's Krizzo, Krizzla, don't panic, you're no more blessed by Classic and reporting live from Classic and TV. Y'all, welcome to the Grand Come Up Talk Show. And today, I'm going to be interviewing myself again, like I always do. But the questions were sent by some of my super fans, some of my super classicans. And I feel like there's a need, to, do the interview and answer them questions. The first question is, what's the inspiration behind your new song, I Stand Tall? Well, the inspiration behind the song, I Stand Tall, is my true life experience. Many were called, but few are chosen. And even among the chosen ones, there are some selected few. Not so special, but I know that I'm different. And I know that I was created and sent to this planet for a purpose. And the best day of my life was the day I discovered that purpose. So my challenges, my struggles through the music hustle is what actually inspired the song. Many people I started with, some have died, some have stopped on the way because maybe they were not really called. Like I said, that many were called, but few are chosen. Some were not chosen. Like I said in my song, Music Lover, music chose me, who am I to refuse? I embraced it, if I didn't, I go lose. Because I'm blessed of dopeness overdose. I believe that I'm way too good musically not to make it. And that the Most High has sent me here to make a mark. There's a lot of negativity going on in the world. It's so easy to push negativity. Music is something that is so spiritual. Music is not something to be played with. So I believe that with my music, I can touch lives. Like I said in my first official song, that I want to touch lives and be a motivation to the hopeless. That's not an easy task, Many things has tried, to make me give up on the hustle or make me change my vision. The music industry it's very dirty, man. It's very dirty. I'm not throwing shades at anyone. I'm not calling anyone out. Warning to all the young ones out there that want to come into the game. The music game is not a child's play. Don't come here empty. If you come empty, you're going to be used. You're going to become an agent of evil unknowingly. You're going to be used to push a lot of hate, a lot of negative things into the world. So you have to be very conscious. Have a vision. I'm standing tall in my truth. I did not sell my soul to be here. I'm not going to sell my soul for music. I'm not throwing shade at anyone's sexuality. I'm not homophobic. But I'm a straight black man. I know right and wrong. Do you understand me? I'm an Igbo man and we have a culture. You get me? Niggas sold their asses for this shit. And people like me that refused to follow the shortcut or sell our souls, any small win is a big deal for us. Nobody has spent a dime on me as an artist and nothing has been done 100% free. Standing tall. I'm clapping for myself. It's not been easy. You get me? One question is, expecting from you, man. There's been a lot of things going on, man, and this one song cannot tell the story. I'm working on a project. You know what I mean? I'm telling you a classified truth. You know what I mean? I've been holding back this truth. You know what I mean? Because I felt like these are things I'll, tell only to my kids to protect them. You know what I mean? But I feel like my fans, my younger fans are also my children. You know what I mean? I need to tell this story through music. So I'm working on a project. The Classified Truth album is coming. Anticipate and wait on it. Why are your songs not on Nigerian blogs? My songs are not on Nigerian blogs because my style is not free. You have to pay me attention. I'm giving out a lot of knowledge, a lot of conscious knowledge out through music. I know it was given to me for free, but I spent money to make those songs. I spent money to put the projects together. I have to make something out of it. I'm not going to give out my intellectual property out to somebody else to make money with it. I'm not going to sell my pride for fame. Do you understand? It's been a long time coming. We've been through a whole lot because of this music. Somebody else eat the fruit of my labor. When I said it in my last EP in Abakamombo, make another person chop on. So many artists have suffered, worked hard, made hit songs, and somebody else ate the fruit of their labor. I don't want that to be my case. So I want to make something out of the songs I'm doing. That's why it's not on Nigerian blogs, because they will make money with your song. Your song is going to create traffic for them. They'll make money with your song and give you only fame. Do you understand? I'm not here for fame. I'm not here to chase clout. I'm trying to make something out of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I cannot pull up to your free show at this point. I'm sorry, it's not pride. But I feel like we've come a long way. I feel like I've invested a whole lot in myself to be giving all that out for free at this point. Do you understand? I'm not a slave to anybody, and I can never be a slave. This industry makes slaves out of kings. I'm a king. And I'm going to rule my destiny. That's why my song is not on Nigerian blogs. My song is out on all streaming platforms and on YouTube. If you're a fan of what I'm doing, if you're a fan of good music, if you're a music lover, keep on all streaming platforms and on YouTube. And the next question is, why are you always alone in your music videos? This question is crazy. Well, simplicity is classic. And my brand name is classic. You understand me? And I try to always make it simple. Like in the song I Stand Tall, you don't expect me to be drinking with ladies and partying and celebrating the battles I fought alone with other people that wasn't there when I was going through all that I went through. You don't expect me to celebrate that win with somebody that didn't go to that war with me. You know what I mean? I went through all that alone. I came into this planet alone. I went through all that alone. Like I carried my cross alone, and there was no good Samaritan to help me carry this cross. So that video was a personal celebration. That many did not believe that I was going to get. You know what I mean? So, you know, there are some of my other videos that people are in. You know what I mean? So the next question is, what kind of contract do you have with 1RPM, and why are you no longer working with them? Honestly, big shout out to 1RPM. 1RPM is a distribution company and a record label. My record label is Classic Made Music, and I am the chief executive owner, not officer, not the CEO, chief executive officer that is probably working for somebody else that owns the label. No, I am the CEO of Classic Made Music, chief executive owner and creator of Classic Made Music. I'm working as a label boss and I'm working as the artist. It's not been easy. You know what I mean? There was an interview I did like 4 years ago at Empire TV, Lagos. I told the interviewer that at that point, that was 4 years ago, that at that point in my life, that I was not going to let anybody sign me because I've worked so hard. And she was like, where have you been and what have you done that I'm not seeing? I bet if that girl should go to my channel and see what I've done in the last 4 years, she will take back her words. I've been working on the ground. Sometimes progress is not always what you see. Greatness takes time, like I said in that interview. And if anyone that watched that interview should go to my YouTube channel and see what I've done in the last 4 years, you will understand why it took that much time for me to kickstart. I don't have anyone to tell me when to start or when to go. I don't have any record label, boss, or any sponsor that will help me make those moves. So my own timing is God's timing. Do you understand? I'm my own God, but I know good and well for a fact that there's a higher power that is going to bless the works of my hands. Do you understand? So big shout out to 1RPM. And in that interview, I said that I can only partner with another label or a distributor that is going to probably do things I cannot do for myself, for me. And that was what it was with 1RPM. Big shout out to 1RPM. If you go to their website, they made it clear that they don't work with any artist that is not hardworking, that has not built, that is not growing, or that is not ready to grow. Do you understand? That does not have a movement or something going on. You know what I mean? Most of my first album was already out on YouTube and Audiomack before I got that 1RPM deal. Do you understand? So I was already moving. I was already a work in progress. Because a lot of people wait, you sit down and wait for God to do something or wait for God to move. No, God will only move when you are on the move. Like it said in the scripture, prayers without works is nothing. You know what I mean? It's lamentation. Prayers without works is noise. After praying, you have to go and do the work, because the Most High is going to bless the works of your hands. So big shout out to 1RPM, but they did not sign me. I will not say they did not spend anything, but I will say that they did not spend anything on the productions of my songs, shooting of my videos, or anything on me as an artist. What they did for me was that they distributed my songs, the songs that I already had out on my Audiomack and on my YouTube, that already had the videos. When I got the contract, they helped distribute those songs that I already had out to other streaming platforms that I cannot post independently. Platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, and the rest of them. That's what they did for me. So it was a purely distribution contract. They did not give me money. They did not spend anything on me as an artist. I own 100% of my masters. I shot all my videos. I composed all my songs. I did it all single-handedly. Do you understand? So this glory is earned. I earned it. Somewhere thinking, yeah, he's lucky. I wasn't lucky. I worked for it. You understand? I'm no longer working with them now. I have to move on. I have to grow. You know what I mean? Because the contract was a fair deal. You know what I mean? That's what they have with other artists. Not like my own is different or like my own is special. They did not sign. They also have a record label, but they did not sign me as their artist. If you check other artists, people like Scales or Razy, there are a few artists that I've seen that work with them that they probably have a recording contract with. You always see 1RPM logo in their music videos. In my case, it's different. You will not see 1RPM logo in any of my music video, meaning they did not sponsor any of that. If they sponsored those videos, you will see their logo there. I mean, those things was done independently, single-handedly, by myself and for myself. You know what I mean? So their contract is 85% for the artist, and that's and 15% for them. That's the money that you are supposed to pay the distribution company. So it's a fair deal. It's cool. You know what I mean? I actually liked it. You know what I mean? I wanted to continue working with them because I'm a very loyal person. I mean, I said it 4 years ago in my interview that I'm the kind of artist that if anyone signs me, I'm ready to stay under your label like forever. You know what I mean? If I'm no longer cool with our terms, I can come to you and we renegotiate. But I wasn't signed. I did it all alone by myself. Shout out to all the people that told me no. Shout out to all my favorite rappers that disappointed me. You know what I mean? I started rapping like I had something to prove. I started working harder. Because at the point in my life, I realized that no meant next opportunity. You know what I mean? Delay is not denial. So 1RPM, shout out to you guys. You know what I mean? It's as an upcoming artist, keeping 100% of your earnings is very important. You know what I mean? That 85% that they give, don't get to pay for their service, for the distribution. You know what I mean? So that's a fair deal. Shout out to them, but I no longer work with them now. That 100% ownership of my earnings is very, very important to me. You know what I mean? It gives me a sense of independence, gives me that feeling that I'm in charge of my career, that I'm the boss, that I actually made this happen. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. You know what I mean? Big shout out to 1RPM. We're still cool. You know what I mean? Still up, like, we still, I don't have any problem with them. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's what it is. Next question: are we expecting any collaboration soon? I don't know if I'm going to be doing any collaboration soon. I'm not going to chase anybody for any collabo. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not going to say, hey, this nigga's verse made his song cool. Or is this guy's verse that I prefer? Is this person's verse that I prefer? No, I did it all alone, you know what I mean? Because at some point I needed to prove to myself that I can make hit songs or classics on my own as an artist, you know what I mean? I don't want to ride on any other person's wave. You know what I mean? I don't want to hide on another person's shade. That's what it is. My collaboration fee is free. Anybody that wants to work with me, I'm going to do it for free. You get me? Because at this point in my life, I believe I'm no longer under the bottom, because competition happens at the bottom, then collaboration happens on top. I'm standing tall. I feel like I'm on top of the world. You know what I mean? Anybody that wants to work with me, if I have the opportunity to work with any of my favorite artists, I'm going to be happy and excited to do that. But like I said before, I'm not ready to chase anyone. You know what I mean? I don't like anything that feels forced. So that's what it is. Next questions. Are you signing any new artists to your classical records soon? Oh, I'm still trying to carry myself, honestly. But I actually created that second level. Classic made music is an independent movement. I'm classic, that's me. And I made music. Classic makes music. You know what I mean? So that's an independent movement. The classical records is like the label that I created to, put people on. I just want to give back to the community and help few people that I can. The fact that nobody put me on or that nobody did it for me, give me a verse and stuff, doesn't mean I'm not going to do it for other people. You know what I mean? So hopefully, I'm still cool with my team, my gang, the BBMH gang. We're still cool. I mean, but we don't have any plan of putting out any new project or anything. But if I run into any good artist that needs my help or my support, that I feel like the person is good enough, you know what I mean, to be a classican, you know what I mean, I'm going to give the person my platform and my support, you know what I mean. So if you want to sign yourself to that level, you're going to benefit things like free, going to shoot your musical videos. Classical Films is going to be shooting your musical videos. I'm a songwriter. Can write good songs for you as well, but everything is going to be based on contract and agreement. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Peace and love. I hope I already answered your questions. And shout out to all my Zcat Classicans. The show that we had last week, although it didn't go as planned, we can't be doing free shows, man. We can't, at this point, we can't be doing free shows, you know what I mean? It didn't go as planned, but like, I was excited to see all the people that came out to, to support the boy, you know what I mean? I was one of you guys, you know what I mean? So, we're going to make it up to you guys next time, you know what I mean? So, please keep supporting the brand, keep supporting Krizzo, Krizzla. Peace and love.